Sexual dearmoring helps us heal any and every imprints that related to sexual trauma we might be carrying inside right from our childhood or maybe from our past lifetimes too. If you want to know how you can heal your traumas related to your sexuality with sexual dearmoring, then this video is for you. Stay tuned. Hello beautiful souls, this is Poonam Kaur and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we are going to talk about sexual dearmoring, and this video is part 4 of my Sex and Karma series. Into the part 1, we had learned about how sex and karmas are related. Into the part 2, we have learned about mindful sex. In part 3, we learned how traumas are attached to your sexuality. And into this part, we are going to learn about sexual dearmoring, which precisely means how to heal traumas related to your sexuality. This concept must be new for many of you. So for easy and better understanding, I'm going to divide this video into 4 parts. Into the part 1, we learn what is sexual dearmoring. Into the part 2, we learn why sexual dearmoring is important. Into the part 3, we learn how we can recognize our traumas related to our sexuality, and into the part 4, how to heal those traumas. If you haven't watched my previous videos, then I would encourage you to go and watch my previous videos so that we can have a fair idea about what we are going to talk in this video. I will put the link to my previous videos below in the description box so that you can go and check my videos there. On to the part 1 of the video. What is sexual dearmoring? Sexual dearmoring is basically the term used for all the healings that we do to heal our traumas related to our sexuality. There is a wide range of techniques. Those are used for healing our sexual traumas that we'll be discussing in the later part of the video. On to the part 2, why sexual dearmoring is important. As we had discussed in our previous videos also, that these traumas we might be carrying from our childhood or maybe from our past lifetimes as well, which we may not even know that we are carrying inside us, but they go with us right from our childhood till the end of our life, and how they manifest into our outer reality can actually be chaotic. And if we do not acknowledge those traumas and we don't heal them, we can actually live a life full of traumas or traumatic events where our relationships are not good, our surroundings are not good, we are more traumatized by everything and everyone around us. That's because our aura becomes like that. Our thought process becomes like that, because as I always say that our outer world is the reality of our inside world. So when there is so much chaos inside us, that's going to reflect in the outer life of us. As we are powerful co-creators, our thoughts create our reality. So it is very, very important to think wisely. Even when we are thinking something to ourselves, it's very important what we think. We have to be very careful with our thoughts, because ultimately our thoughts create our reality. Never forget that. And this makes it even more important to heal all the issues, not only related to our sexuality. These issues or traumas can be related to like abandonment issues, fear, guilt, shame, etc. etc. Whenever we realize or we acknowledge that these kind of traumas we have inside us, it becomes imperative to heal all those traumas to create a beautiful balance, not only inside us but outside us also. Once we start healing inside us, we'll start seeing that reflection in our outer reality. Now I guess apart from all other traumas, we all carry some traumas related to our sexuality right from our childhood. Maybe that first thought that was put into your mind by your own people, by saying that you don't look good, by comparing you with somebody else, by saying that he or she is more beautiful than you are fat, or maybe that first bad touch you ever felt by somebody, maybe from your own family. It could be your own family member or some relative, or somebody outside the family or some friend. Maybe it was when you didn't even know what was happening to you. You didn't even know the difference between a good touch or a bad touch. I know how it feels. That trauma, even after years, 20 years, 30 years, 40 years, 80 years, that trauma stays with us for years if we don't acknowledge them and if we don't heal them. Now when time passes by, we grow up, there are more traumas related to this, and now these are on a bigger scale. How is that? We are not fully aware about what love is and what life is. Once we are in our adolescence age, we find like a bird set free, and we all are tasting our freedom, being big, mature, and we fall in love. And then again starts sexual traumas, because none of you, maybe if you are a female or a male, none of you knows the right way. And what happens in turn? Both of you get traumas. Yes, both of you get traumas. It's not that only a female gets trauma and a male gets away with that. We'll talk about traumas related to females and traumas related to males again in our next session. So these traumas are there. Maybe both of them didn't know how to do it, and men take it as performance-based stuff, and for female, even they didn't know. They just know that it's important for them to do it to make her man feel good or to have a healthy relationship. Yes, I know you can correlate to this. This kind of trauma goes a long way. This kind of adolescence love can affect our all other loves and relationships which are coming in the later stage of life. Yes. Now how is that? We at that point of time don't know that during the sexual intimacy we exchange energies, as everything is energy, energy is everything. You are energy, I am energy, and even while talking to each other we exchange energy. And when we indulge into sexual activity, we exchange energy. Sex is a sacred exchange of energy. But when we do it without awareness, without being present, without mindfulness, we exchange our karmas. You never know if your partner had been with many other partners before and he or she was carrying the loads of karmas from other partners too. And while this exchange of energy, part of our soul leaves its place and get attached to that person. This is how we get into the karmic contracts. This is how we share our karmas with other people, And these karmic cords, when they connected with each other, it's very, very, very difficult to cut. But it is very important to cut these cords and to heal these traumas, to heal these issues, to call our powers back. I hope I made my point clear here. So, about traumas related to feminine. Okay, so once you know that you had been in relationship with multiple partners, maybe before settling down with your partner at the moment, you had been with many partners off and on, while finding the true match for yourself. During this course of period, during the intimacies, you don't know how many cords you have attached with yourself and how many karmas you are carrying inside you of all those people with whom you got intimated. Not only this, the next kind of trauma you have is you had gone through unwanted abortions, my dear. Yes, because you didn't know. You didn't know what you were doing. You thought it was love and you thought it was right to do it that way, but you didn't know. By doing that, you had attached more karmas with the soul that was to be born through you. Now you understand how this energy game plays and how we get these traumas. We don't even realize, Even when we are doing our family plannings, we at times think that, oh no, these are unwanted pregnancies, we don't want the baby, so we abort the child. And I hope now you understand, by aborting that child, what you do. You create karmas. You create a karmic cord, a connection, a bond with that spirit which was about to born through you. So, all these sort of traumas, they go with you lifelong till the end of your life, and they create chaos in your life, not only inside but outside also. So it becomes very, very, very important to acknowledge these issues and heal these issues. So how do we heal them? First of all, we have to acknowledge what all traumas we are carrying inside. If you realize that you were body shamed and you still have that feeling of not liking your body, I would like to give a broad outline about how masculines have traumas related to their sexuality. It's not only a feminine child that goes through sexual abuse, it's sometimes male child also that goes through sexual abuse. So that can be one type of traumas. And only women don't go through body shaming, sometimes men also go through body shaming. So that's the second type of trauma that can be attached with male sexuality. Or it could be they might have been judged when it comes to sex, or they might be on the pretext of their genital, maybe their size. You understand that, right? So that can also be a kind of trauma that can be attached with male sexuality. Not only this, there can be bigger traumas also, like when you said you were in love with somebody, and on the pretext of love you had been making love to somebody and you impregnate that woman, and then you were not ready to have that child and you told her to abort that child. That's how that sexual trauma attached with you, because you played an important role in making that woman abort the child. This is how you also created more karmas, not only with that woman but with that spirit, that unborn child that was supposed to born on this earth. But since you were not ready, the child was aborted. Now you understand? There are many other traumas as well, which we'll be discussing individually in our upcoming. On to the part 4, how to clear these traumas. To heal these issues, it's very important, first of all, to acknowledge the traumas, to learn what all traumas we are carrying inside us. Then second part is one by one healing those issues completely to have balance in our life. Now how do you heal them? There are multiple ways. You can meditate on your issues. You can take help from a healer who is specialized in healing these issues, or there are many other techniques also which we'll be discussing in our next part of this video. I'll be making 2 more videos related to this topic. First part would be a feminine edition, in which we'll be talking in detail about what all traumas females are carrying with them throughout their life. They don't even know how to acknowledge them and how to heal them one by one, with all the techniques they can use to heal their issues on their own, or if they want, they can heal those issues with somebody else's help too. And in next video, in part 2, I'll be discussing more about masculine issues, what all traumas are attached with masculine sexualities, what are those traumas, how they can acknowledge them, and how they can heal them with all the techniques. I'll be sharing all the techniques in details, and by using those techniques you can heal your multiple traumas related to your sexuality with very ease. I hope this video helped. If you still have any questions, queries and doubts, do let me know in the comment section below. I'll give you the remedies for that. I'll see you next time. Till then, stay happy, stay healthy, stay fit and stay in high vibes. Namaste.